is proud to present And the Pip.
Hello, everyone. I'm Barbria DeÁnne, and welcome to the Story Beyond My Songs Viewer's Choice Update, where each week I shine a spotlight and tell you the full stories on the most viewed legacy shorts that touched your hearts, sparked your memories, and got the most love from you, the viewers. This week, your views chose powerful tributes to 4 unforgettable icons of soul. Tina Turner gets her first #1 song as a solo artist with What's Love Got to Do with It? Whitney Houston wins MTV Video Music Award for How Will I Know? Luciano Pavarotti and James Brown's A Man's World Remembered anniversary tribute. And happy 83rd birthday, Bubba Knight, Gladys Knight and the Pips legacy. These are your choices. These are your picks. So if you haven't already done so, please make sure you subscribe and hit that bell to be notified when I upload content. And without further ado, let's get into the moments that made last week so special.
You must understand, the touch of your hand makes my pulse real.
On September 1st, 1984, a voice that had already survived storms, heartbreak, and reinvention soared to the very top of the charts. Tina Turner, at 44 years old, claimed her first ever #1 hit as a solo artist with What's Love Got to Do with It? This wasn't just another chart success, it was a cultural turning point, a declaration, a rebirth. The song, written by Graham Lyle and Terry Britton, had actually been passed on by other singers, but in Tina's hands, it transformed into a fierce anthem, part vulnerability, part defiance. Released from her 5th studio album, Private Dancer, the single shot straight to #1 on the Billboard Hot 100. It became Tina's biggest-selling hit, moving over 2 million copies worldwide. And the world took notice. Tina Turner, once thought to be a voice of the past, now stood as the oldest solo female artist at that time to top the Hot 100. What's Love Got to Do with It didn't just dominate the airwaves. It defined an era. It became the second biggest single of 1984 in the U.S. and also climbed to #3 in the U.K. The accolades followed. At the 27th Annual Grammy Awards, Tina swept the stage, winning Record of the Year, Song of the Year, and Best Female Pop Vocal Performance. And years later, the song's legacy only grew, immortalized in the 1993 film that told Tina's life story, honored in the Grammy Hall of Fame, and celebrated by Rolling Stone as one of the greatest songs of all time. But beyond the numbers and the awards, this moment was proof of something greater. Tina Turner's unstoppable spirit. After decades of struggle, she stood taller than ever, reminding the world that reinvention has no age limit. So on this day in music history, we celebrate Tina Turner, who taught us all that love may be complicated, but resilience, that's forever. This was the day Tina Turner showed the world exactly what love and power had to do with it. What's love got to do with it, indeed? On September 5th, 1986, the music world turned its eyes to the 3rd annual MTV Video Music Awards. The night was filled with neon lights, screaming fans, and the electric energy of the 80s. But one voice stood out, a voice that was about to make music history. Whitney Houston had already taken the world by storm with her debut album, but it was her vibrant, colorful music video for How Will I Know that broke barriers. MTV, a channel once criticized for excluding Black artists, couldn't deny Whitney's talent, charm, and superstar presence. That night, Whitney's video not only lit up the stage, it won her the award for Best Female Video, and in doing so, she became one of the very first black female artists to claim victory on MTV's biggest stage. The crowd roared, and in that moment, Whitney wasn't just winning an award, she was breaking ceilings, redefining pop music, and proving she was more than just a rising star. She was the future. By the end of 1986, her debut album had already dominated the charts, and the world began to call her something new: the Queen of Pop. Whitney's win at the MTV Awards was more than a trophy. It was a revolution in music history. A declaration that talent, soul, and brilliance know no boundaries. Forever iconic, forever Whitney. On this day, September 6, 2007, the world lost one of the greatest voices in music history. Born in Modena, Italy on October 12, 1935, his gift was unmistakable. With a voice that could move mountains and stir the soul, he earned the title the King of the High Seas. Today, we honor Luciano Pavarotti on the anniversary of his passing. He began his professional career in 1961, quickly rising as a master of Puccini and Verdi roles. La Boheme, Tosca, Taranto, Madama Butterfly, his performances made opera accessible to audiences far beyond the theater walls. And when he joined Jose Carreras and Placido Domingo as the three tenors in 1990, the world was watching. The first concert held during the World Cup became one of the most iconic moments in music history. The recording went on to become the best-selling classical album of all time. But Pavarotti was more than just opera. He was a bridge builder in music. He crossed over into pop, collaborating with stars like Bono, Sting, and in this unforgettable performance, the godfather of soul himself, James Brown. Together, they turned It's a Man's World into something truly timeless, opera and soul uniting as one. Beyond the stage, Pavarotti devoted himself to charity, raising millions for refugees and the Red Cross. For his contributions, he was awarded the Knight Grand Cross of the Order of Merit of the Italian Republic in 1988. His last performance was Nessun Dorma at the 2006 Winter Olympics in Turin, a fitting farewell as his voice soared across the world one final time. Luciano Pavarotti passed away from pancreatic cancer at the age of 71, but his words remain as powerful as his music. Music making is the most joyful activity possible, the most perfect expression of any emotion. Today, we honor Luciano Pavarotti, not only the king of the high seas, but a man whose voice and heart will echo forever.
The Richard Pryor Show is proud to present And the Pips.
Before they became legends, before the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame, there was a family group from Atlanta, Georgia called the Pips. And at the center of them was only one guy. Born September 4th, 1942, he was more than just the older brother of Gladys Knight. He was the backbone of the group. From the very beginning in the 1950s, he served as the unofficial leader, keeping business matters in order while helping to shape their unique sound. Please join me in wishing a very happy 83rd birthday to Bubba Knight. The original Pips were truly a family affair. Gladys, Bubba, their sister Brenda, and cousins Eleanor and William Guest. Together they blended gospel roots with supper club polish, building the foundation for one of the most beloved soul groups of all time. Over the years, Bubba's steady leadership and smooth vocals helped carry Gladys Knight and the Pips to multiple Grammy Awards, and in 1996, an induction into the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame. And here's a piece of personal history. My cousin Marshall started out playing drums for Gladys Knight and the Pips, working alongside Bubba himself. That's family legacy woven right into the heartbeat of soul music. This rare performance from the Richard Pryor show reminds us just how much the Pips could command a stage, even without Gladys. Bubba's presence made sure the group always stood tall. So today, we celebrate the 82nd birthday of Merrill Bubba Knight, a pioneer, a leader, and a gift to the world of soul music. Happy birthday, Bubba, and thank you for sharing your voice, your leadership, and your legacy with us all. And there you have it, folks. Last week's Most Loved Stories now told in full for you to relive, remember, and cherish. If you enjoyed these moments, don't forget you can catch my weekly shorts right here on Barbria DeÁnne to vote with your views on next week's picks. And for deeper dives and full stories, make sure you subscribe to the Story Beyond My Song channel or become a member of this channel to view upcoming stories and classic songs where the music lives on in more than just a memory. And please don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, and share for more stories beyond the legends that have shaped our lives. Until next time, keep the music alive by checking out this next video. Bye.